Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/nerdcave. Over 180,000 titles to choose from your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
A lot of good books.
Yeah. Build it beautiful.
Build it beautiful.
Every time.
Every time. It's got to be there. Like, they're paying us for it.
Yeah, definitely.
No, they're not really paying us for anything, but there you go. You can get your free Audible. There. Robbie. This is the Nerd Kid Podcast.
And I'm Robbie.
Yeah.
And that is Zach.
Yeah. This is take 2 of episode 203.
After about an hour and 10 minutes.
Like a good episode, lost like dust in the wind.
All we are is dust in the wind.
I hate that song. It was an indoor song that I had to live through.
Oh.
Yeah, I hate that song.
Not a Kansas fan.
No. Hate Kansas, hate Journey. Hate all of them.
Blasphemy.
They suck.
How are you, my friend? How are you?
I'm peachy.
We are just dandy.
Yeah, like a dandelion.
Rawr.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just ticked off with the whole episode thing. But glad we're getting to record. Episode 203. Have 202 in the can already. Out in the wild.
And,
like antelope.
And we get to do it together again.
Yeah, together. And it feels so good.
Don't make me break out in the song again, man. You know how tempting it is.
I know, bro. I know. Drinking on my Star Wars cup.
Out of my broken red cup.
Hey, I love that broken red cup. You got to find like the right spot to drink out of it. Hey, you get in the shower. So yeah, guys, if you want to get this episode early because it's a gem so far, you can go over to patreon.com/nerdcave. Toss us a few dollars. Get everything early over there with all the perks and goodies. If you don't want to do that, you can go to youtube.com/nerdcave network and get it for free, segment by segment, day by day, until Friday, where we put it up on YouTube in its full form, or on podcast services around the globe.
We were way more energetic our first take.
I know, but I didn't talk about Patreon at the beginning, so
I know.
This is the second time we get to put in all the other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of deflated. It was like, it's like a souffle.
We'll get it back.
Like a souffle getting deflated.
We'll just pump that bad boy right back up. I think that's how souffle works.
That's me pumping something up.
It works.
You wouldn't do it again on a
Sounds just like it.
I know.
Man.
It's like you put on your VR headset and it's just like you're there.
You have the visual and then Zach's in your ear doing sound effects.
Like, I think it's called foliage or whatever.
Yeah, fully.
You're like, I'm the artist. And like, okay, we need to create somebody pumping up a tire and then they ski. That's what you get here on the Nerd Cave Podcast. Derek's dead or trafficking children, and then we're left here drawing devices. Oh. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
You got a new job?
I do have a new job. Went into much greater detail in take one.
And it was good. Like, we had this whole thing.
It was like a whole arc, a whole story.
Yeah.
I am a member advisor at Penn Air Federal Credit Union.
And you pump up tires.
And I pump up tires. A member advisor is a person that that knows pretty much all aspects of the bank, whether it's teller, loan. I'm a member advisor, so I advise the members in what I think is best for them financially. So, yeah.
I'm glad for you, man. I'm excited.
There's going to be kids that I miss, of course, the interactions with them. I had some great kids. I have some kids that I won't miss at all. I'm like, bye, Felicia. But it's a much better opportunity. I get so much.
Copious amounts of cocaine.
They do that a lot. At every Christmas party.
That's why they're so happy.
Like the fake snow on trees is actually...
Some of the incentives that they have, not only their health insurance, which I get free health insurance.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm paying $3 for health, dental, and vision.
No, that's not free then.
My health insurance free. My dental is $3.
Okay.
But Like, they're paying for my gym membership, which is $25 a month.
Where you got a gym?
Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness.
That's where Holly goes. So I figured we'd work out. Couples that work out together stay together. You know. Not, I don't know if that's true or not, but you know.
I thought it would be like CrossFit.
Oh, God. Ryan, the guy that I hate, is like, come on, you sissy, get into shape. I'm sorry, I made fun of you, Ryan.
It's like fixing to drown you like in a mud puddle that's like in the middle of the room. It's just like, why is there a mud puddle? CrossFit!
And not only that, is they have another thing where, like, if you get equipment, like, they reimburse you up to $500, 50% of whatever you buy up to $500. So if I wanted to go buy a Bowflex, if those still, they even make Bowflexes still, I could go buy a Bowflex.
Chuck Norris is still doing it.
And they would give me 50% of what I paid for that, up
that's
to
good.
$500. Anything that you can replicate in a gym, they'll reimburse you. I've wanted a kayak for so long. They will pay $500 towards my kayak if I want it. Also, if I were to buy a Project Scorpio Xbox One with a Kinect and a fitness game, guess what they'd do? They'd pay up to 50% of $500 onto it. So I could essentially get half off of
I think I'm going to warn them about their teams. Like when he tries to buy this Scorpio thing.
They even had the Apple Watches on there to where you could get half off of those because you used them as like a Fitbit.
Yeah.
But like the CEOs were saying that everybody was getting them and nobody was using them as a Fitbit.
I use mine. Mine tracks all my stuff.
I know, but they weren't using it. Like, they were abusing that, which they, I mean, obviously, there's ways to abuse it a lot of ways. But, I mean, it's pretty cool, some of the incentives that they have. So I'm excited to be part of Pen Air, representing the brand.
So could you buy like a sword, like a samurai sword, and be like, I'm using this in my dojo?
I mean, I can check. I mean, I could check with HR and see.
Be like, we don't support swords, sir.
What's really funny is I've been watching Person of Interest, which is about a guy who builds a computer that spies on everybody through phones. Anything that was a camera or a microphone, they can track you, and like they get social security numbers of people who are about to be in a life-threatening situation, and they save them. Well, one of the big baddies in the show is
Pen Air, like
is HR. It's like the HR in the police department, so, and they like run like a lot of like shady stuff out of that.
Yeah.
And like every time one of the ladies from HR come in, I'm like, is this really her, or is she this like super like kingpin drug dealer lady? I was like, I told him
You're watching too much TV.
it's
like
true.
if you got that going on in your head, you're watching too much TV.
It could be that.
I think it is that.
But anyway,
so we're going to go through this a little bit quicker than we did the original way. Thoughts on Joss Whedon? This comes from Facebook.com/NerdCave. We asked for your topics and questions. And Derek Daniel went and said, thoughts on Joss Whedon directing the Batgirl movie. Got to put that pause there.
Joss Whedon.
Okay, so over on IGN.com, it says, Avengers director Joss Whedon will reportedly helm Batgirl movie. Warner Brothers is reportedly moving forward on the Batgirl movie, and Joss Whedon is in talks to direct. IGN has confirmed a report by Variety that the director is nearing a deal to write, direct, and produce the solo film, which will serve as part of the DCEU and include additional characters from Gotham. So that I think that's pretty cool, that it's going to be connected to everything, so we could get a Bat flick. We could potentially see, Harley Quinn.
Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Jared Letty.
Such a good episode. This is dust in the wind, man.
I know. So many jokes from that episode will never be known.
Yeah, it was just for us. It made us closer together as a group.
Yeah, he touched me a lot, literally.
Touched your heart. I want Mexican food right now.
I could go for that.
That does sound really good.
Or like, yeah, Mexican food would be good right now. Like
This episode's been brought to you by
like taking off the mic that you're not
I
wearing.
feel like we take everything with us. We go to a Mexican food place, and then we just record the rest of the podcast.
Hey, I'd be up for that. Like, I'd be down for that, man. I'm getting some, like, we're just gonna derail right now. Best Mexican restaurant. Like, let's go with Allie. Allie, what is your favorite Mexican restaurant?
Because
we know where we're going.
La Hacienda, right?
Yeah.
That place was pretty good. There's another Mexican restaurant on my side of town.
Rico's?
Yeah, Rico's, and they have really good, like, vegetarian dishes.
Yeah.
I'm not a vegetarian, but I like vegetarian food.
Yeah. La Hacienda.
clean sweep. Laha. You know what's really, really, really bad about where I work?
Let's right by it.
Literally, on my lunch break, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, I'd like to order blah 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 blah. I'll see you in 5 minutes."
Dude, you're gonna be pooping like nobody's business if you do that.
Ma'am, I promise I'll be right back to help. I gotta go.
And what's nice is, like, when you do order out, you get chips and salsa to go.
Yeah,
I didn't know
a big bag of chips.
Mm-hmm.
You can even order their cheese dip.
Yeah. The only bad thing, not open on Sunday. Like, it's a good bad thing.
Yeah, good for their morals, bad for our stomachs.
Yeah.
Well, good and bad for our stomachs.
Yeah, and now I'm, like, wanting Mexican food, but the Mexican food that I want is not
It's
open.
closed.
And Taco Bell's not Mexican food, in my opinion. It's like...
It's a good, like, if you're like, I kind of want something that'll kill me inside, but I guess it tastes good.
Yeah.
It tastes good, but it's bad for you. I like it.
It
No,
tastes,
I like that.
tastes like kangaroo meat. There was kangaroo meat in there at one point.
When I was at PSC, it would be like, all right, where do y'all want to go? We're either eating at Chick-fil-A, Red Barn, or Taco Bell. That was our
Man,
three
Red
picks.
Barn was good.
What about the food court? Or was that, right?
No, this was at Milton
Milton.
campus.
I was like,
I want some
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A now, too. Not really. I had Chick-fil-A like 3 or 4 times.
Either.
I
They
know.
closed.
I know. It sucks.
So are we getting back on the rails?
Sure. Let us know what your favorite Mexican restaurant is in the comments below. Spider-Man.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Funny story. My interview,
Mm-hmm.
like, it went super well.
Yeah, it
With
was super,
Penny.
you got it hired, so I'm assuming it went well.
Like, she was, they were like, he's super confident and everything.
Yeah.
And they were like, so what were one of the reasons that you wanted to work at the Pace branch? I was like, the family oriented that we have here, like, everybody's super nice, and I've heard it's a great place to work. And I was like, plus you got a La Hacienda right there. She was like, oh, trust me, we know. Guess what? She's like, El Patron right down the road, I like it better than La Hacienda. She's like, we go and we get margaritas there all the time. We go and eat. And half of my interview was talking about Mexican food.
That's a good interview.
That's a good
I
interview.
was like, I
like
was
that.
down for it.
like
But anyway,
that.
back on the rails. After I derailed.
I know. I was going back. Spider-Man may leave Marvel Cinematic Universe after Homecoming sequel.
Bye, Felicia Sony.
All this kind of stuff. Amy Pascal, she's the producer on Homecoming, said one of the things that I think is so amazing about the Amazing Spider-Man, not really because it's not Amazing Spider-Man, because that's that Garfield guy, about this experience is that you don't have two studios deciding to work together to make a film very often. In fact, it may never happen again after they do the sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming. While Pascal's comment didn't rule out the possibility of an extension to the deal, they do seem to confirm that Sony and Marvel current deal ends after the second Spider-Man solo movie in 2019. So the current deal encompasses Spider-Man Homecoming. We've already had Avengers Civil War, so that was the first one. Spider-Man Homecoming is the second one.
Infinity War.
Is the third one, and then they're going to have another
The
Spider-Man solo movie. That will be in 2019.
I forgot what I was going to say. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It happens. It happens to us all the time. It's not like we just lost an entire episode, too.
No.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
You're right.
It didn't happen.
No one will ever know that. But we've said it like
If
5
nobody in the woods is around to hear a tree fall, does it really fall?
No one's around to hear the podcast. Did it really get recorded?
Guys, we had a really good one. It didn't come out, did it? Nope.
How do we know it's good? It was good to us.
Derek Daniel also asks, thoughts on the Destiny 2's trailer, and will you at least play the beta to see if it's worth diving in again? So, I'm not going to watch it.
We're not going to show y'all the trailer because we watched it the first one.
Yeah.
Well, I had seen it. Zach saw it for the first time.
No, I've seen it.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I watched
I
it.
saw it for the first time. I didn't hear it, but I saw it.
Oh.
Yeah. It's definitely not love at first sight. I'm just going to tell you that.
No, like, I have
That's
some
Horizon
hesitation.
Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I still need to play it. I have some hesitation about the game, rightfully so, because though I did have a lot of fun with Destiny, there were some issues also with Destiny. But I hope that they take the good from Destiny, move it forward. Mm-hmm. They take the tons and 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 tons of broken things from Destiny and leave it in Destiny.
Yeah, yeah. You know what they need? They need an air pump in that video. Skeet.
But, like I said, I love me, Colton, Justin, and everybody. We would play the game. We would do raids, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the teamwork aspect of it. The story, not so much. Why are we fighting these people?
I don't know. Kill them. Bang, bang.
Like,
Solar flare.
but, like, we saw in this one, it tells us why we're
Knife
fighting them.
dance.
And I feel like it has more of a story.
Like, why we're fighting, who we're fighting for, you know.
A girl we're fighting for. Mulan, nobody,
No,
everybody.
I got you.
What's up, girl? But, like, I think for the people who do have hesitation, $5 is, you can go, I know that's
You can go to Subway and get a sandwich.
you can go to
Or you can
Taco
go to
Bell
GameStop.
and buy 12 tacos, a large drink, and the little curly fries for
No,
$5.
no, you can't. I can get like 3. You might get like the cheap tacos or whatever.
Plus they have the little.
But the drink
Cinnabon-
costs like $3 itself.
They have little like Cinnabon things now. They're like little they look like little donut holes, but they have like icing inside of them. They're really good.
Sounds like witchcraft to me.
A lot of witchcraft.
I really like them.
I don't want to support no witchcraft.
But $5
A
for
foot long?
I was just about to say that.
for the beta. It's not a lot of money, and if you do have hesitations, just try it out. See what you think, because, I mean, you might enjoy it.
Yeah, you might enjoy it. Unlike what you're not going to enjoy paying this money for the collector's
Like,
edition.
I saw the collector's edition, and I was like, I could see me spending $150 on that. I was like, and I looked up, and I was like,
It's like,
it was like, look at my $250.
what does that mean?
It's a thing.
They touch. So the collector's edition of Destiny 2 will be $250. $249.
$9.99.
That's your MSRP, guys. I missed the cow discussion. Dang it! You can see all that's included: the Destiny base game in a steelbook case, a Destiny expansion pack with the 2 expansions with new story missions, cooperative activities, competitive multiplayer, new weapons, armor, and gear. A Destiny 2 customizable frontier bag, 15-inch laptop, tablet. Why do I do this? to myself? Protective pocket sleeve, a Frontier kit, featuring a solar panel USB charger with a built-in light, paracord, and solar blanket. Booklet with secrets to the Cabal Empire. A Cabal schematic, collectible postcard images, Cabal military pawns, legendary sword, legendary player emote, Cabal Empire-themed emblem, and those are more than likely in-game stuff. The limited edition that you can get at GameStop is $99 and comes with the game, the expansion pack, the booklet, the Cabal, blah, 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 all of that. And then the deluxe edition, which is the same price as the premium digital content that's down below. Game comes out September 8th, 2017.
That's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to.
Hey,
I'm just worried.
listen.
I don't know what to think so far. But
That's what happens to me too, man.
this, especially, I definitely will not spend the $250 or the $99 because the only thing I really caught my eye was the backpack.
You
little
caught my
satchel
eye.
pack. It's probably been friends since what, kindergarten?
Yeah. When I saw his face.
Now I'm a believer.
I can't leave if
I
I try.
Oh, Shrek.
Good times, good
I really
times.
want to just like have like a picture of Shrek, just kind of have him like slowly like rise from the bottom.
Shrek from the cartoon or the Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life. Shrek.
It's all ogre now.
It's never ogre.
Now, do we want to take the Disney propaganda question?
That's a rabbit hole.
That's a rabbit hole.
I feel like if we did, we'd have to be very concise with it.
Yeah. Alice in Wonderland, rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Oculus co-founder Palmer Luckey leaves Facebook.
Bye.
Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
You know what? Do you know what Palmer Luckey's going to do?
What's he going to
He's
do?
going to pump up tires.
Skeet, skeet, skeet.
Skeet, skeet, skeet. Poster Man 2017. Palmer Luckey, the co-founder of the Oculus VR and designer of the Oculus Rift VR headset, is leaving Facebook. A representative for Oculus has confirmed to IGN. Oh, I'm so sad. Palmer Luckey's last day was this past Friday, March 31st. They said, a representative said, Palmer will be dearly missed. Palmer's legacy extends far beyond the Oculus. His initiative and inventive, I keep saying initiative every time I say the word. His inventive spirit helped kickstart the modern VR revolution and build an industry. We're thankful for everything he did, the Oculus and VR, and we wish him all the best. Now, Luckey garnered a lot of controversy, with a lot of evidence pointing to him to like posting and making like anti-Hillary Clinton imagery and all of that, and a lot of developers and studios took their stuff off of the VR, the Oculus Rift, because of that. If you don't know, games media is very liberal. Just letting y'all know that. You can go ask Colin Moriarty about that. I miss him. But he is coming Monday? Tomorrow. Yes, Monday, tomorrow. If you get this early over on patreon.com/nerdcave. Colin's first episode of Colin's Last Stand will be out on YouTube.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
I always liked Colin.
I do too. I love him. He's a good guy.
Yeah. I wish him the best with his endeavors.
I've met everyone but Colin. Everyone but Colin. And now he's moving to L.A. Can you believe that? Colin moving to L.A.? Crazy.
Crazy.
Much support to him and the Kind of Funny guys. So,
Yeah.
don't believe into the hate. Don't buy into the hate. This episode is going very, very quickly.
It is.
Because we're just like,
Oh, I
5, 6,
5, 6, 7.
Skeet, 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 skeet. Skeet, 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 skeet. Boom! And you're dead. I'm sorry. That's how
You'd be like right next to the. Oh, is it the tire?
Yeah, the tire
For some reason,
exploded.
my head was thinking like a dynamite pump. Like, why would he be right next to the dynamite?
No. He's pumping up the tire and the velocity because you're
The
working out.
Velociraptor.
You're working out at Planet Fitness now. Like they've got such good equipment. When he was pumping is so much air going in, and then the tire couldn't take it anymore.
My biceps will be so big I can't even wipe my own butt.
It got really tired of all the pressure.
That's what you get here at the Nerd Cave. Derek's gone.
We have come unraveled.
Ow! BioWare responds to Mass Effect Andromeda feedback, teases new info next week.
Now, I talked to Willis about Andromeda today because I haven't gotten into it yet. But he said the facial animations are worse than any of the other Mass Effects.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're so bad.
Yeah, they're bad.
I wanted to watch gameplay on it just to see them, but then I didn't want to ruin anything for my gameplay.
If you watched last week, I talked about it. We talked about it. This is the second week we've had issues with recording stuff. We talked about it, and then I recorded my stuff separately. Game's fun. Got its problems. got its problems, but the game is still fun.
Yeah.
But Mass Effect came out, and the studio came out and said, it's been a week since we officially launched the Mass Effect Andromeda worldwide, tweeted the studio, and we couldn't be more excited that our fans are finally experiencing everything we've worked so hard to create. We've received quite a bit of feedback, and some of it positive and some of it critical. That feedback is an important part of our ongoing support of the game, and we can't wait to share more of our immediate plans with you on Tuesday, April 4th. BioWare also stresses that players should keep the feedback coming until then, stating that the team is listening and working around the clock to improve and build on the game. This follows the comments made by Andromeda's lead designer Ian S. Fraser recently on the topic of the face animations. We're looking at patching a lot of the issues and want to strongly support the game moving forward. I can't say more just yet. We're currently evaluating various options around Mass Effect's character creator. So patches are coming. It's expected with any major game, especially one that's having so many issues. But I'm glad that they're supporting it, and they have a big enough team to do it very quickly and turn that around. So glad that's happening. I think a lot of the problem is they have an algorithm that's running a lot of the facial animations. Like they're not doing it like scene by scene or whatever. But I know I mentioned this last week. Compared to like a Naughty Dog game, which has maybe 15 hours of dialogue, this has hundreds and hundreds of hours of dialogue. So it's really hard to get all of that in there.
To sift through all of that, too.
And make sure everything looks right. I'm not giving them a pass, though.
No.
The game is fun. It's got flaws.
Yeah.
And it's built in a vacuum. By God, it is built in a vacuum. Having to look at a little circle to get in the frickin' Nomad and hold triangle. I feel like I'm back in 2008. It is ridiculous. Knights of the Old Republic ran better than that. Just saying. But it's still fun. It's still fun.
You're making me so excited to play this game.
The combat and the movement is the best part of the game. The story, I'm still seeing it's pretty interesting. But the technical aspects of it annoy me.
Are they huge problems?
They are huge problems.
Yeah.
Huge problems.
I could make better facial animations. I'm not going to do the voice, but I could. I could. You
Thought you won't punch me then. That's what you gotta do. Let's see. You better wipe it to hit you if you didn't.
Son. On to more EA news. EA confirms Battlefront 2 reveal for Star Wars Celebration. The first trailer for Star Wars Battlefront 2 will be available next month at Star Wars Celebration. Electronic Arts has shared this news in a post on the game's official site, confirming that fans will get their first look at the sequel to DICE Star Wars Shooter on April 15th at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Time, 2:30, blah, 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 blah. There you go. Galaxy-wide premiere, Battlefront panels, Star Wars Celebration.
You know it's going to be a Star Wars Celebration, right?
Yep.
Oh, Derek.
Oh, Robbie.
Oh, Robbie.
Yeah.
Excited for him. He's getting to meet a lot of good people.
Yeah.
A lot of big people. Too bad their signatures cost an arm and 2 legs.
He's not going to get very many signatures then.
He only has 2 legs.
Yeah. And 2 arms, so he's going to, they only, draw a line and to get his other arm.
Well, the question is, do they have to be your own legs, or can they be other people's
Like, you just bring a wheelbarrow, legs and arms. Like, you're just, placing them.
They're like, dang, this guy thought ahead. There's a line from Florida, all the way from Pensacola, Florida, to, I think it's in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
And there's just there's a serial leg chopper.
Leg chopper.
Leg masochist. I don't know. What.
leg ampute.
He's called the amputator.
Amputator. I like it.
It's just Derek smiling. For the listeners of this podcast name, the Nerd Cave Podcast, Audible is offering you a free audiobook download with a 30-day free trial to give you the opportunity to check out their service. You can get Game of Thrones, Star Wars, Mass Effect,
Gears of War, Hunger Games,
Batman.
Percy Jackson. Oh, the Batman books are on here?
Batman, there's some Batman stuff on there.
Is it Odyssey?
No, it's not. It's like radio drama stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's all there. You can go to audibletrial.com/nerdcave. That's audibletrial.com/nerdcave for your free audio book. Build it beautiful.
Build it beautiful.
This is what happens. This is what you're getting. You expected polish? You should have been here in the room the first time. Everything was running well.
This is the episode titled The Limp One.
I've never had that problem. All right, let's answer the questions. You can go over to facebook.com/nerdcave. No.
Or just simply
Isn't it facebook.com/group/nerdcave?
Or you could just go up to the search bar and type in Nerd Cave, and both our page and our group will pop up.
Yep. You can check it all out there. Every week we put a little post. I updated the post. Did you see that? You see that? I didn't put up the normal image of the glasses and all that.
I saw it.
I did a new thing. I did something new.
Congratulations.
So, Justin asked, just got a new 3DS XL after I got rid of my consoles. Don't know why you got rid of your consoles, bro. I would love some game recommendations, good deals, must-haves, etc. Purchased Dragon Ball Fusions with it, and I'm loving it.
Only thing I know of, Pokemon.
Pokemon, all the good Pokemon.
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem's good. Mario, Yoshi's Woolly World is good. Mario Maker's on 3DS. Dragon Quest is good as well, as we just scroll down a little bit more. Those are all cool.
Yeah, Animal Crossing, if you're into neighbors.
Yeah. Lots of Pokemon. Of course, you can get Smash for
Tetris.
the 3DS.
Tetris.
All that good stuff.
There's Mario Karts out there, right?
Yeah, there are.
Just let me-
I'm not a huge 3DS gamer. If you would have asked Vita, I would have had you like a list that was like 4 miles long.
Yeah,
Get Severed. That's a good
only thing I played on my DS was Sun. Pokemon Sun.
Yeah. Is Shovel Knight on? I don't think Shovel Knight's on 3DS. I think that's only on the Wii.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Yeah. Sorry, bro. It does have a large library of games. Yeah.
Oh, I guess there is.
Is it?
Or
Is it?
That, what? Is that,
Game details. What
is that
we
a
got here? What we got here?
full
Is
set?
there? Is there?
I don't know.
It looks like it.
Don't.
Is it playing stuff?
I can't.
Because it's got some like awesome music. It's not playing anything, so we're good to go. It's just like a GIF.
It's saying.
Shovel Knight, $24.99. Get it. Shovel Knight's one of the best platformers I think I've ever played. It angers me though. I'm getting it for the Switch. So there you go. Ask Derek. Oh, Link to the Past on there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All that good stuff.
The Hyrule Warriors is out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much all.
You're asking a PlayStation guy.
PlayStation and Xbox guy.
Yeah. And if it was Switch, I'd tell you the new Zelda game. Because that's the only thing worth playing right now. Did you know 1-2 Switch is $50?
What?
Yes!
One? Really?
Yes!
That's insane.
That is freaking insane.
Highway robbery.
Awesome.
It is. You know what Nintendo's doing? They're like, it's all perfectly legal.
What in tarnation?
I just don't understand. And like Snipper Clips is $20, right in the sweet spot. But $50. $50.
Mm-mm.
$49.99.
No bueno, sir.
I don't like that.
No bueno.
I'm looking forward to playing Mario Kart, though.
Mm-hmm.
Looking very forward to that. Moving on to the next question. Thoughts on Shadow of War? That's cool.
We've talked about it before. I'm excited for it. I like the first one. I'm replaying through it. What's funny is I have it both on Xbox and PlayStation, so I'm playing through one to get the achievements on one and one on the other to get the trophies. Trophies.
Topher Grace.
But I mean, just looking at it, it looks cool.
Yeah, if you think poo looks cool.
I do. I play with it all.
He's not lying. Watching this room, he's got poop sculptures.
I finger paint with poo.
I'm making sure that the mics are working this time.
Yep, it's picking it up. But no, Shadow of War looks fun. I like Shadows of Mordor. I enjoyed it. Taking control of the army, and the big fight scene at the end. I mean, I'm getting it when it comes out.
Yeah, I think it looks cool. The Nemesis system looks interesting. So, of course it was in the first one, but there's Nemesis system. There's an ally system as well in this one. So, hey, if you haven't watched the trailer, the extended gameplay, you definitely need to do that. Need to do it. Hidden gems of gaming. Games that you may not have picked up that you like. And that's from Caleb Palmer. So what's a game that most people don't know about or have not played that you like?
I mean, a lot of them are these third-party games that, that look like ones that nobody really pay attention to. You got Star Wars, which has become a favorite of ours to play. Going off of that, Undercooked, really enjoyed Undercooked. And there's a lot of your third-party games like that. I'm trying to think of the one where you're you're in the woods. You have the fire tower, the Firewatch towers.
I think it's actually called Firewatch.
Yeah, it's Firewatch.
Oh,
yeah, those are really known though. Like something that's not known.
it's about as unknown as I get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Death Squared, great game. A
Yeah.
lot of fun. We've all played Death Squared. A lot of fun.
I agree.
Challenging.
It is.
You gotta make you think, gotta work as a team. If you like couch co-op, then you can definitely check that out. I would give a shout out to Mad Max. It came out on PlayStation 4. Not a lot of people picked it up. Really good open world RPG. A lot of in-depth stuff's on there. Let me look real quick at my trophies and see. There's a few. Don't Starve's pretty fun. Let's see.
Yeah, I really like Don't Starve. Actually, I started playing Don't Starve back when it first came out. It was definitely like a beta thing, and it was still a Chrome extension.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess that's kind of my really unknown one. So,
Yeah.
it was before.
Yeah, before it. Yeah.
But yeah, I really like Don't Starve. It's a lot of fun.
Cybernations.
That's not. Oh my god, that's a text-based game, bro. Severed is really good by Drinkbox Game. Guacamelee is another really good one. Alienation is a fun game, very challenging by Housemarque Games. Did an interview with him there. That's really good. Nidhogg, Star Wall,
Yeah.
great games. Those are just kind of out there. The Ratchet and Clank game that came out last year, really good game.
I've played Ratchet and Clank since they first put out games. And I felt like they were always underrated games because they're so fun to play.
Yeah. Volume's another good one. Gone Home, which that's not really a not known game. Amplitude's really fun if you like rhythm games. So, beating Nick.
I need to get into that.
It's a good game. Trying to go down anymore. Lego's Dimensions. I know that's not an unknown game, but it's really good. Shovel Knight again. Resogun. Resogun's really good. It's also by Housemarque. If you like kind of arcadey shooter type deal, that's a good one to get into. I think nobody talks about Wolf Among Us enough, though, from Telltale.
You're right.
It is absolutely amazing. I already said Star Wars. Helldivers was fun. That was like one of our first Let's Plays. I remember you getting squished, or Derek getting squished, or you shooting somebody. I can't remember.
I think I shot Derek.
Yeah. Life is Strange. That is one you need to play.
That is a very good game.
Limbo. I already know about that one. I'm just going to go down the list of things. Don't ever play Knack. Just saving you the trouble there. That's kind of all I got on that.
That's all I gotta say about that.
So there you go. There's a
There was also,
ton of lists.
Was it called Tangled Yarny?
Oh, Unravel.
Unraveled, yes.
Yeah, Unravel's a pretty good game. Very artsy.
Yeah, it's very pretty to look at.
Valiant Hearts is another kind of art game that was like based in World War I and everything. So, Derek Daniel, with the supposed leak that Days Gone may release in August, do you think Sony will be bold and launch that and supposedly Detroit Become Human within a few months of each other? And also, do you think they'd be bold enough to put that on the same day as Shadow of War? Me personally, I think Days Gone is probably a year out.
What game is that again?
That's with all of the zombies. It was like that swarm. Remember?
Yeah.
You were kind of this guy on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And like you got around all that. Looks absolutely cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like the zombies and everything looks really cool to see.
Yeah.
But I think from what I've seen, the game looks good. You know, we've only seen a little bit of it. I highly doubt that we get that within this year. And we've already had Horizon this year. I know that's a first-party game. Persona's not a first-party game. But if we get both... Wow. I almost said Don't Starve. Days Gone, and then we get Detroit Become Human... Like, that's Sony, like, throwing all of their first parties. Yeah. And God of War is supposed to come out this year as well. That's a lot of games coming out in the same year when we've been waiting for Sony to put out first-party games. And then they're just going to blow the whole thing at one time. I don't see them really doing that.
No, I think you said that we'll see it come out probably next year.
Yeah, and Detroit Become Human.
Early next year.
I think that's going to be a 2019 release, to be 100% honest. It looks great, but we've only seen a very small piece of what they've got to offer in that game. And
we'll know more at E3.
Yeah, E3 will definitely know more. I think they will put out God of War this year. I think that, having Horizon Zero Dawn and then God of War this year would be the perfect way to do it. If they're going to put out Days Gone, then they need to push God of War to next year and have God of War early, and then if they can get Become Human come out, do that, then. But I just don't think... that they will do that.
Them buttons.
Because my mouse is right there and just keep accidentally.
Yeah, we got to configure this thing a little bit better. So there's my opinion on that. But at the same time, it would also make... if you find a little S button up there, it'll get rid of it.
Oh, I see it.
It's also the year where Xbox is not really putting out any exclusives, and this would be a way to just kind of pound Xbox into the dirt a little bit more. So that would be my kind of thing on that. Now, name one thing, this is from Derek as well, name one thing you like about Breath of the Wild and the Switch so far, and one thing that annoys you.
I'll let you take it away since I don't have a Switch.
I don't like the button layout. Like, I really don't like the button layout. I've changed it where B is my jump button instead of X, and X is my run button.
I've gotten so used to it, I wouldn't be able to change it.
I wish I could put my run on my left thumbstick like every real game, like every game ever now, and then have B be my jump button and X be something else, be my crouch button, or put the crouch button on the right thumbstick like every other game. So that's my annoyance with Breath of the Wild.
The Sheikah sensor, because you have to put.
I could hit X.
That's fair.
So I'd be much happier with that. I'm glad they at least let me change X and B around, but I wished I could map them to different buttons more so. What's something that annoys you about Zelda?
Something that annoys me about Zelda? I get that it is their way of explaining the respawn of enemies. I'm not the biggest fan of the Blood Moon.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I get that you can skip the cutscene, but it's just every time I see the sparks fly up, and I'm like, oh, I'm in the middle of doing something. I know this is only going to take 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I feel like there's something else. For the most part, I've really been enjoying it. I love like the freedom you get for it, like because I know I'm a lot further than you. I've already done 3 of the divine beasts, and I only have two. Yeah, like I only have 2 more memories left to unlock. And so I really like how you have like the freedom to go back and forth between all that stuff. Like I was about to like charge into the last divine beast, but I was like, actually, I'm gonna go do something else really quick.
Yeah, and the thing with this and Horizon, discoverability. Like just that, like you want to explore, and you're like, what's over this hill? Like my objective's over here, but that there's something over there. I know there's something over there. So you go over that hill, and then there's like a Bocklin or whatever they're called, Boggoblin, whatever.
Goblins.
Well, yeah, whatever. Stupid things.
Yeah. There's this one shrine quest that you get in the Rito village, which is the bird people, if you don't know, and it's really cool. Like this little girl is like, oh, at the top of this tree, like way up on top of this mountain, like if you climb up, like I heard there was like a white bird, and so you go up there and you're looking for this actual white bird. And maybe this is spoilers, whatever. It's like a side quest. It's not.
Yeah.
And so you're looking around and you're like, I don't see a white bird, and all of a sudden, like you see on the ground, it's like it's all covered in snow. It's like the land is kind of shaped like a huge white bird. And it's something in the belly, and you're like, okay. So you start gliding towards it, and then like the cliff. It's actually 2 separate pieces of land, and the cliff breaks off, and there's a hidden shrine there.
Oh.
And that has been like one of my favorite parts of the game so far. Just like how cool it was to be. Like, oh, like. This is like, it was a really cool thing. That and the Lost Woods. I won't explain the Lost Woods puzzle because there's like a way to navigate it. But because like you kind of pick it up pretty easily, but it's still just like it's a really like subtle little thing to be like, oh, okay, well this is how I know where to go here. And so it's like the little things like that.
Yeah, things that I like about the Switch. Portability.
I adore the portability because, like,
you totes adore it.
I totes adore it.
Totes, my goats.
Yeah, I really like being able to like take it out to TV, and then it's like it's late at night. You don't want to disrupt people, so like I go back to my room, and I'm like, yay, I got my Switch.
Yeah, and same thing. You know, I've been playing on the TV outside when Amy's, doing other stuff. And then when I get ready to go to bed, and I'm like, okay, I got like 30 minutes before I really need to go to bed. So I'll take the Switch and I'll like lay in the bed and be playing, more Zelda until I get ready, ready to go to sleep. So I really like that.
Yes, I'm actually really impressed with the amount of battery it keeps. Like, it's not the best.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised at how long it will go.
Annoying things about it is probably the UI interface on some things, especially with like the store. Like, oh, do you really want to open this page up? I'm like, yes, I clicked on it. You don't
I
have
haven't
to.
really explored any of that.
Like, I've done a little bit of it, and it's annoying to me because I'm like, if I clicked on it, that means I want to open it. And if I didn't, then I can hit back. You know what I mean?
What if you didn't mean to click on it?
And once you like get through viewing something, you literally have to exit all the way out of the store. Now, I might be doing something wrong. I might be an idiot and be doing it.
Press the home button?
No, like you get done and you can't like explore any of the store. Like you had to go all the way back up and start from the beginning.
Hopefully
Again,
they'll patch that.
I might be doing it wrong, but that's what I've experienced so far. And it takes a while to download like demos or something like that. And there's only one demo that I know of, and that's Snipper Clips.
I've just been focusing like entirely on Zelda. I haven't really explored anything else with the Switch yet. Yeah. I know you need to.
And 1-2 Switch is $50. Just want to point that
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
So yeah, I'm loving it though.
Oh, one last thing I'll say that I love about like in terms of like the portability is I love how like you can do the TV, you can have handheld, but there's also like the little like kickstand in the back.
I wish it was a little bit more sturdy.
It's a little flimsy, but it was really nice because we were stuffing the wedding invitations the other day. Yeah. And so like we kind of had like an assembly line, and I was just like stuffing everything into like the final envelope, and so like I was like waiting for people to do their stuff, so I just had the Switch open, and I was like, all right, guys, let me know when I need to do something.
Oh, so I'm loving my Switch.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
I'll probably get it if one becomes available, that is. Within the next probably 2 to 3 weeks, hopefully.
Yeah, and the biggest problem is if you want one, you're going to have to buy one of the pretty expensive bundles from GameStop. That's the only way you can get them.
As far as I know, it's still only the Zelda bundle.
Yeah.
Like, how much is the Zelda bundle?
I don't even remember how much it was.
Zach remembers.
Yeah.
Pepper Farge remembers.
Yeah.
How much? 500?
No, it was like 430, right?
Yeah, it was 430. Yeah.
But like you do.
Maybe let me get me about 2 pages of in there under me.
Yeah.
Like you get a good amount of stuff with it.
You do, and you get a toy headphone.
It'll be nice for playing WoW later sometime.
I don't know. I like real things.
Someone who's like
I'm a real boy.
I say as I just bought a Switch.
I don't know. Like I just like things that feel, like buying.
Yeah, like that has like
MTX.
substance.
I mean,
to it.
what is this? Audio Technica MTX headphones. Like these are the best purchase I've made. Like in the last, other than my Switch, in the last like year. Like these are awesome.
They seem like very sturdy. They have a lot of like oomph to them.
Yeah, I like them. They sound good too. Moving on to the next question. I don't know why I did that. It's ski. With the most recent news that Mad Catz has filed for bankruptcy, do you believe we're long past the golden age of gaming peripherals has passed? Yeah.
Screw Mad Catz.
They suck. They made the guitar. No, they made Rock Band's guitars and
they used to make
peripherals and
the
all
crappy little controllers.
that. Yeah, they
that
made the
would always break.
worst controllers of all time. I don't know how they stayed in business.
Like, I would always buy them as a kid because I was like, ooh, I could pay.
They look cool though. They had like glow in the dark and all that.
And they were
stuff.
super. And they were super cheap. Instead of paying $50 for a controller, you could get them for $20.
No.
But that's where they got you because you have to buy multiple controllers. Because after a few months, it breaks.
Pelican's controllers though were much better. But yeah, like Mad Catz gone. I don't even know what that is.
I don't know either.
Yeah,
I remember that
bad.
one.
Yeah, they were awful. Yeah, look at that. You could tell that's cheap as crap.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, beautiful.
That would look like a banana hammock. Yeah,
That doesn't seem like comfortable to hold.
No, that
Like
doesn't.
if it's Mad Catz with those
That are just bad. I think it's. I think most people have went proprietary on all of these. Like I would rather have a PlayStation controller that is made by Sony. Same thing with Xbox. I would rather have a controller from the game company because I know that they're a higher quality. So, that's just kind of same thing with, Apple. Like most of the time I'd rather have an Apple product on my Apple thing. Got anything to add on that?
No, I mean, I agree. Mad Catz always had the crappier that's what I was gonna say. It's the crappier controllers, crappier everything.
Yeah, that's why your Rock Band guitar always broke, and then you needed a Guitar Hero guitar.
I always that's the first thing I did when I bought Rock Band. I was like, I went to GameStop. I was like, I'd like to buy I was like, here's Rock Band, and I would also like to buy this. And they're like, the Guitar Hero. I was like, yep.
Yeah, because they were much better guitars.
Ironically, because we have both Guitar Hero and Rock Band, our Guitar Hero guitar, like I always thought I was like kind of like mediocre at it, and then I played a friend's Guitar Hero, and that was awesome. And it turns out our Guitar Hero guitar was actually broken, and our Rock Band stuff was totally fine. I feel like that's like the one exception in all of history.
Because I remember when you had Rock Band the first time, like within like the second day, the strummer was already messed up.
Oh man!
And I was just like, I know we didn't play the mess out of it. We played the mess out of it, but not that much. It's like 10 clicks.
Between me and you playing, and then me, Jake, and Luke, and Willis, and all them playing it too.
Yeah, it was not a very long time.
Because we created a band, and we tried to 5-star everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's the hardest thing ever.
Oh yeah, long nights. Anna Doverspike asks, what made you want to start a YouTube account? Sorry, you've probably been asked this a lot.
It is a frequently asked question, but we like to revisit it.
Yeah. I started a YouTube account to watch videos.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
But if you mean the YouTube channel, it was just kind of an extension of what we were doing. I wanted to get into gaming stuff and all of that. That's actually why it was started, was to do gaming stuff.
For the win, Freddy!
Multiplayer Mondays, Smash Saturdays.
Yeah, we just do stuff.
Yeah, we just do live streams pretty much now.
It helped. What my thought process behind it was, we're branching out to a whole different community, because there's a lot of younger people who don't do podcasts, but they spend 12 hours a day on YouTube. So why not try to reach out to those kids? And, that was kind of something that it was cool to, for people to finally put a face, because I remember Jason from Pop Culture Palette always would hear me on a podcast. He thought that I was this 100-pound soaking wet, mild little nerd kid. And then he finally saw me on a YouTube video when I had my giant beard, and he's like, this guy looks like he could chop down a tree in one swing. It's just, people could see who you are, which is funny. Pen Air, the woman who's doing my training, is friends with Holly and Jessica, saw a picture of me when I had the big beard, and she was like, Jessica, I don't think Robbie's going to fit here. And she was like, why? And she was like, he just looked like a rough character, like a biker dude, because he had bald. And then she's like, then I met him, and he's like the nicest person ever. So looks can be deceiving, but, that's something that, I wanted people to see, who we are, the face behind the voice.
Mm-hmm. And it was a way for us to kind of experiment with new things, new ways to do things, new
We've
content.
always experimented.
We're in Rome. I don't know what that is.
Italy. It's everything. Everything Italy is this. You could speak fluent Italian just by doing this. It's like a stupid internet thing that's going on right now.
Yeah, it's a little dumb.
Kind of like the trash bird or whatever it is. Trash chicken.
Trash chicken.
Ow! Well, guys, there it is. Allie's looking up the trash bird. Is it the purple one? It's like the
trash
purple.
bird, not trash chicken.
Oh.
It's like stupid.
Skeet. That thing.
Oh.
It's a head banging. Like it just goes.
Let's see if I can find the. Okay. Well,
You put like GIF in.
Oh, you right.
Because that's how you pronounce that.
Okay.
GIF.
Oh,
peanut
I like
butter.
the Reaper one. That's pretty nice. That's just.
It's a slow headbang there. So yeah,
Like,
that thing.
that was everywhere. Like Facebook comments, posts. I was just like, Jesus.
Now what is that?
It's from Overwatch, the character Reaper.
Oh, okay.
Die.
Yeah, there you go, guys. Episode 203 is in the books.
I promise you, the part 1 was way better than part 2.
Yeah, but this is what you got. What you gonna live with?
Can't always get what you want.
If you want
But if you try sometimes.
this early, you can go to patreon.com.
To get what you need.
Nerd Cave. And check it out there. Get it early. Toss us a few dollars. If you can't do that, you can go over to youtube.com/NerdCave Network. Get it segment by segment, day by day, until we put it up on youtube.com and podcast services around the world in all of its full glory. One day, we'll tell you how much a cow costs.
I feel like I was one of those flight attendants. Like, exit is over here.
That's been Robbie's dream. It has been a flight
I
attendant.
feel like actually,
I'm a
I
genie
think
in
an
a
old
bottle,
friend of
baby.
mine became a flight attendant for Delta. I might be wrong about that, but I believe that happened.
Somebody I went to college with is a flight attendant.
I think
Gets
a friend
actually
of-
pretty good money.
One of Amy's friends was a flight attendant.
Yeah. Ashley or something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So there you go, guys. Episode 203. If you liked it, hit the like button. Follow something. You can go check out all the
Good
podcasts.
stuff that involves us.
Yeah, you can check out all the podcasts that we got everywhere. You can go audible.trial.com and get your
Definitely go to Patreon.
Yeah.
Definitely do stuff.
Like, check out Patreon. Like, just don't be like, oh, he's wanting money. Like, you get a lot of good stuff.
You do. It's not like we're asking $100 for a free for our episode.
Yeah, and if you did, you'd be the guest on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Nick Caputo.
Yeah.
For being a Patreon supporter.
Shout out.
Like he's like at the shout out level. So shout out. Shout. Nick!
There you go.
Skeet, 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 skeet. This has been Zach.
Robbie.
And the voice of...
Oh, yeah, and Allie.
Have a week.
I just realized I never introduced myself at the beginning.
It's all good. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Bye, guys. Have a week.